her hard riding. Straight shooting. And suspense.
Lost yourself a saddle, Joy. Maybe that'll teach you not to bet against me.
Well, I never thought you could do it, boss. Not that many times around so fast.
Some of the other boys working for me thought that too, but they learned soon enough.
Pretty fancy riding, Morley.
Well, should be. I made my living out of it for a good while.
Say, that's right. You used to race in the Wild West shows, didn't you?
Yep. Call me king of the Roman ride. Never once got beat.
I bet you Annie could beat you.
Oh, Tagg.
Tagg, that would be a real sucker bet. Don't you think so, Annie?
Better slow down a little now, boss. Annie might be pretty good at that.
Tagg, stop that.
Hey, what's going on here?
That was Tagg, Morley, not the horse.
He's been practicing his ventriloquism.
Yeah, I've been practicing well, anyway, I'm getting pretty good at it.
You know, Annie, even if this horse were talking, I still bet nobody could beat me in a Roman race. You interested, Annie? I bet my finest horse against that special-made rifle of yours.
No, that rifle means too much to me, Morley. Anyhow, I'm not a gambler.
Go on, Annie. Bet him.
What's the matter, Annie? You afraid of losing that rifle?
No, I just don't bet, regardless of the stakes.
Change your mind, let me know, will you?
I'll do that.
Howdy.
Well, howdy. You're on the Morley Ranch. What can I do for you?
We're looking for Scott Warren's place. Thought you might be able to direct us.
Well, sure thing. Just ride down the valley, about a mile and a half.
Much obliged. You know who that was, don't you, Annie?
Yeah, Duke Yeager.
Duke Yeager? Why, he's suspected of half the crimes in the territory.
Yeah, but suspecting isn't proving. He breaks up his gang after every job.
What do you suppose they want of Scott Warren, Annie?
I don't know, Tagg.
Don't take much checking in my book. Scott Warren is one of the Yeager gang. I told you he's mixed up in Bob Regan's killing. Scott Warren ought to be in jail with his no good brother.
Look, Morley, I know that Bob Regan was one of your best friends, but you're wrong about Scott. He's even agreed to testify against his brother.
What makes you think he'll even show up at the inquest?
He will. That's one thing I would bet on.
I still think you're wrong.
This the Warren place?
Well, yes. I'm Linda Warren. What is it you...
Scott around?
Well, yes. He's in the barn.
Oh. Warren?
Yeah. What can I do for you?
For one thing, sonny boy, you can keep your mouth shut.
What are you talking about? Who are you?
A friend of your brother's, which is more than I can say for you.
You sold Gil out.
Yeah. Tell me, what kind of a man puts the finger on his own brother?
But he was guilty. He robbed the sundown stage I was driving. Killed my gun guard.
Not if you say he didn't. And you're the only witness. All you've got to do is go into that inquest tomorrow and know nothing.
I won't do it.
Scott!
these men want?
Go ahead, Sonny. Tell her.
Coroner's hearing into the robbery of the Sundown Stage and the death of Bob Regan.
Hey, lady, you mind removing your hat? I'd like to see what's going on at this inquest. Well, what are you staring that nice young fella for? I ask you to remove your hat.
Ladies and gentlemen, quiet, please. Now, you've heard the facts about the killing of Bob Regan and the robbing of the Sundown Stage. Seems like all that remains now is witness identification. Have the accused brought in. Will the accused please state his name?
Seems like if you don't know my name, mister, you got the wrong man.
State your name.
Gil Warren.
Now, this is an inquest and not a court trial. We're here to make recommendations to the circuit court. Are you aware of that?
I sure am.
Scott Warren, will you please stand? Would you please face the accused? Have you ever seen the accused before?
Certainly, he's my brother.
Now, Scott, I realize this is a very unusual situation, but your duty as a citizen of Diablo necessarily includes unbiased testimony against any and all lawbreakers. Is that understood?
Yes, it is.
Now then, is the accused Gil Warren one of the men who held up the Sundown Stage and caused the death of gun guard Bob Regan?
No, he's not the man.
Scott, what's changed your mind?
Brought Gil in on your accusation.
I made a mistake.
There's no mistake.
Scott Warren is lying. It's Gil and his brother.
We can't allow this miscarriage of justice. I think Warren deliberately drove the Sundown Stage right into ambush. He's a friend of Duke Yeager's. It all adds up. He's part of the Yeager gang, just like his brother.
That makes sense to me. We ought to do something about it.
Listen, all of you, you've got to listen.
Quiet, quiet, please. We didn't come here to try Scott Warren. The inquest is over. Under the circumstances, we must release the prisoner.
Lofty, we've got to do something to hold Gil. If he rides out of our jurisdiction, we'll never be able to get him.
I think I know something that might work, Annie.
What are you gonna do, Lofty?
Well, Gil's supposed to have a fast temper. I think I'll test it.
Hey, Warren.
Lofty!
That was a big mistake, Warren. One that put you right back in jail.
There's nothing to fool in the law, Clint. Just takes a little brains.
What are you talking about?
You're under arrest for assaulting an officer of the law.
What kind of frame-up is this? That's a bailable offense, and I'll put up his bail right here and now.
Sorry, Yeager. I'm not authorized to set or accept bail. That's the judge's job.
He's out of town. Won't be back till tomorrow. Lock him up, Lofty.
You get out to that Mesa shack and keep an eye on Scott's wife. I'm gonna tell Scott she doesn't get away until Gil's out of jail for good. Right?
Better keep those keys handy, Deputy, because when the judge gets here in the morning, I'm not going to be your guest no more.
Don't take any bets on that.
Gosh, Annie, you think it's true what Mr. Morley said? That Scott's one of Duke Yeager's gang?
No, I'm sure it isn't, Tagg. Say, Lofty, what did you say to Gil, anyhow, that made him hit you?
Well, I just said... Oh, no, Annie, you wouldn't want me to...
All right. I won't embarrass you. Anyhow, it worked. I'm going to take a ride out to Scott's ranch. Maybe Linda can help me find out why Scott changed his mind about telling the truth.
You think Yeager's behind this, too, huh?
Yeah, I'm sure he is, Lofty, but we don't have any proof. Unless I can talk some sense into Scott.
And I say that there's no doubt that Scott is one of the Yeager gang. And as soon as Gil Warren is released, they'll all be back to their robbing and killing. As you all know, Bob Regan was one of my best friends. He's dead now. And I, for one, am not going to let the men responsible go free. I say let's make it so hot that Scott Warren will welcome a change of territory. He's not fit to associate with honest citizens.
Morley's right. We got to take this in our own hand. The law's not doing anything about it.
Let's show him we mean business.
The whole town's up in arms about you. Scott, it's my job to protect the innocent as well as jail the guilty. So you've got to tell me why you changed your testimony.
I said all I had to say at the inquest, Annie.
Well, then suppose you tell me the truth about Linda. Where is she?
I told you she's visiting her
sister. I know. Well, she ought to be back by now. And then why did she leave the one thing that a woman always carries? Her purse.
I just can't tell you.
Come on, man. Let's hurry this up.
They're firing the barn.
Fill the buckets, Annie. Did you get a good look at him, Annie?
No, it's just some of those so-called respectable citizens from Diablo, probably headed by Howard Morley.
Kind of puts me in the middle, doesn't it?
Oh, it doesn't have to, Scott, if you'll only let me help you. But you've got to tell me what you're holding back. It's Duke Yeager, isn't it? What did he do, and where's Linda?
Oh, Annie, please.
Look, Scott, we've licked this fire together, and we can lick whatever's troubling you, but you've got to tell me the truth.
But I can, Annie. If I do, they'll...
It is Linda, isn't it? Where is she?
Yeager's got her.
Where's he holding her?
I don't know, but that's why it has to be kept quiet. One of Yeager's men's with her. If the news gets out with him, they'll kill her.
The whole town could never keep a secret like that.
And we'll never get anything out of Gil or Duke. We couldn't get them to talk. It's like getting a horse to talk.
Maybe a horse can talk. I've seen it happen.
What do you mean?
You'll see. Come on.
What do you mean I'm under arrest? What's the charge?
You'll hear all about it from inside a cell.
Your pal Warren pulled the rug out, Duke. He told us everything.
You're crazy. What kind of a bluff are you trying to pull?
It's no bluff. You're all through.
Gil's probably still talking. Let's go.
Maybe you think I got where I am by being simple-minded. Gil didn't tell you anything.
I was hoping you'd arrest hard, Yeager.
What is it, Dan?
There's a mob congregating at the end of the street.
Did you hear them talking?
Morley's due to meet him here at 9 o'clock. They're planning to ride out to Scott Warren's ranch. They're talking running him out of town, maybe even lynching him.
I've got to stop them. Lofty, what time is it now, Dan?
Almost 8 o'clock.
You take care of Yeager. The plans for him haven't changed one bit.
What are you going to do, Annie? You can't stop an angry mob like that all by yourself.
No, I know I can't, Lofty, but a train doesn't run very well without an engine. Maybe I can sidetrack Howard Morley before he gets up any steam. Thanks, Dan.
Here.
Why don't you tell them about Linda being held prisoner?
I wish I could, but I can't risk her life.
There you are, Duke. Cell right next to your songbird pal.
Hey, Duke, what's going on?
You tell me.
What's going on?
Now, you're going to tell your story all over again, Gil. How you and Duke Yeager arranged a kidnap. Don't tell them a word, Gil. They're bluffing. Now, Gil, what do you got to say?
I'm sorry, Duke. I didn't mean it. I had to do it.
Had to do what?
Tell them all about it.
Tell them what?
Everything. I couldn't help it, Duke.
Now, Gil, I just want you to answer a few questions. We'll start with the robbery of the Sundown Stage.
Nobody's gonna stop us this time, Joey. We'll get rid of Scott Warren for good.
Morning, Howard.
Morning, Annie. What are you doing out here?
I just came to see if you could back up that big talk of yours.
What talk is that?
About being so good in a Roman race. I'm going to take you up on that bet, Morley. Your best horse against my special-made rifle.
Well, that. Well, it'll have to wait, Annie. I got some other business just now.
I thought you never bet.
Well, it's a woman's prerogative to change her mind. How about it, Morley?
Come on, boss. We gotta go.
Yeah, some other time.
Well, you're not going to back out now. After all that big talk about you being king of the Roman ride?
Not at all, Annie. It's just I haven't got the time. Besides, you know, you're talking way out of your class, Annie. Well, you'd never stand a chance with me.
You talk a good race, Morley, but I can see that you're afraid to put your ability on the line.
Afraid? That's ridiculous.
Come on, boss. We gotta go.
Yeah, we gotta go, Annie.
I told the folks in town that you'd back down. Now they'll know for sure you're nothing but a braggart.
That did it. Joey, go get the teams rigged. Annie, I'm not only going to make you eat those words, but I'm going to take that special-made rifle away from you to boot.
Boss, I thought...
Never mind thinking. Just do as you're told.
Duke said he'd take care of everything.
How about it, Duke? You ready to talk? He's lying. I don't know what he's talking about. No? Maybe we'd better refresh your memory.
Well, my team's ready. Let's go.
Your team? Doesn't a gentleman give a lady a choice?
Well, they're evenly matched.
All right, I'll take yours.
My pleasure.
I knew it would be.
You start us, Joey, and then ride into town over the back trail and tell the boys what's up.
Right.
I'll be just a few seconds behind you. You ready, Annie?
Right.
Yeah, lucky.
I'll get you for squealing, Gil. You were in with us.
Yahoo, Lofty, it worked!
That's all we wanted to know, Jaeger. You just made your own confession.
What are you talking about?
I'll let Tagg explain it to you. I'm riding to Outlaw Mesa to get Linda.
All right, Lofty. Have you ever heard of Ventriloquism? Well, you know, throw in your voice like this, Mr. Jaeger.
Duke Yeager, you've been fooled real good. And if you don't believe it, my name isn't Gil Warren.
Morley's racing Annie into town.
Sandy, let's go, baby. Yeah! Yeah! Sandy! Yeah! Chico! Sandy! Go! Come on, boy.
Go! Lucky! Down!
Yeah!
Lucky! Go!
Here they come.
Thanks, Annie, for what you did out there. I could have broken my neck.
Well, I hope it shook some sense into you, Howard. I was only trying
Come on,
to...
Morley. We've been waiting for you long enough.
Yeah, come on, boss.
Hold it a minute, Howard. I've got a horse coming to me, Howard.
Well, you'll get it.
Now.
Now, look, Annie, really, this is...
I told you she was stalling. Maybe now you'll believe me.
All right, boys, let's go to the Warren Ranch.
Oh, wait a minute, please.
Annie, it worked! It worked! We had Duke going crazy. Lofty rode out to Outlaw Mesa to get Linda.
Yeager's been holding Linda Warren a prisoner. That's why Scott lied. He couldn't do anything to jeopardize her life.
Hey, then you were stalling for time. You bet me on that race just to get more time for your plan. Annie, I've been a real fool. Well, there's not much I can say.
Would you like to be the one to ride out and tell Scott everything's going to be all right?
I guess I owe him that much.
I've never seen a man look more surprised than this gunman of Duke Yeager's when I walked in that shack. You know, it was the easiest arrest I've ever made.
You think he was surprised? You should have seen Duke Yeager's face when I showed him how we tricked him with my ventriloquism. I said it! I said it!
You surely did, Tagg.
We'd better have a medal made.
Oh, shucks, it was nothing.
Try it again, Tagg.
Sure, you don't think I can say it, do you? Ventriloquism? Well, anyway, you all know what I mean.
Yes, Tagg. We know what you mean.
Bullseye! Annie Oakley hits the entertainment bullseye every week with her hard riding. Straight shooting. And suspense.
I can get the doc.
Doc won't do Al any good. Anybody get a good look at those killers?
It all happened so fast. I think it was the Doyle gang.
How about it, Jess? You saw him.
Bill's right. It was the Doyles.
Oh? You had a clean shot at him. Why'd you fire?
My gun jammed. Help me get him on this chair.
Tagg, go get your sister. We'll form a posse.
All right, Mr. Hyatt.
Get your horses.
According to your survey, we should start digging at that point.
That's right.
What's wrong?
The bank's been robbed. All the irrigation funds have been stolen by the Doyle gang.
Did they get away?
Yes, they headed west towards Outlaw Mesa, but a posse's after them.
We'll try and catch up with them. Tagg, you going back to town.
Ah, sis!
You ain't looking good, Peppy. How's the leg?
I'll ask at first chance I get.
At the rate we're riding, we'll never get out of this territory. And you still make jokes.
Maybe we ought to hole up someplace.
Yeah, maybe we ought to, son.
Well, there's nothing wrong with my leg. I'm pulling out. As soon as I get my share from the bank.
Well, you go ahead and ride if you've got a notion to, Les, but you ain't taking any of this hard-earned money.
Now look.
I'm looking. And asking you if you'd rather be a rich dead man or alive and broke.
Speaking of that hard-earned money, I think we ought to find some spot to set it away, just in case the posse gets lucky.
You think pretty good, son. Yeah, we can bury it somewhere in Outlaw Mesa.
And lose the posse at the same time. Then we can head for a hideout spot.
We both got the same spot in mind?
Fresh prints, Annie.
Yeah, they must have split up. Lofty!
Mary.
In the kitchen, Jess.
Hello, young fella.
Not that you'd never get back, Jess. This stew's about to cook away.
I'm sorry, honey. There was some trouble in town.
I hope the trouble in town wasn't about our grocery bill again.
I'm serious, Mary. The bank was robbed.
Jess.
The outlaws got away. Got every penny of the irrigation fund.
Oh, Jess. Will we be able to get through the dry spell?
I don't know. Mary, there's something I gotta tell you.
Well, what is it, Jess?
Well, it's about those outlaws that robbed the bank.
Hello, baby face.
Touch that gun and you're dead, boy.
Better let me watch this for you. You never did handle one too good.
What are you doing here? You got no right.
Well, had no other choice, son. I gotta get a bullet out of my leg. 'Twas either here or under a tree somewheres, and you remember how easy I catch cold.
We're just staying till Pappy can ride. Anybody else in the house?
Just my son, Jamie.
Well, now, he ain't likely to cause any trouble, is he? Does look a little like me, don't he?
Jess, who are these men?
This is Pappy and Frank Doyle, men who robbed the bank. Don't you worry, Mary. The posse will trail them here.
Not unless they can find a trail where there ain't none. We went through Outlaw Mesa and circled back.
Yeah, besides, boy, we couldn't pass through the territory without paying our respects.
Jess, do you know these men?
That's what I was trying to tell you, Mary. Pappy Doyle's my father.
That makes me and Babyface brothers.
You better rustle up some supper, Missy. 'Cause your father-in-law's come to visit.
It's Casey and the posse, Annie.
Any luck, Casey?
All bad. We lost him in Outlaw Mesa.
And we got their partner. He didn't have any of the money on him.
We might have stopped him in town if Jess Dugan had used his gun.
What's done is done. I still think they might have holed up someplace with Pappy Doyle wounded. Well, we'll spread out tomorrow and cover the ranches in the area.
Anything's worth a try.
Yeah, we'll ride out tomorrow and round him up.
Lofty and I will ride out. Right now, you go back and round up that nightgown of yours. It's way past your bedtime.
Oh, sis, you're treating me like I was a kid or something.
Go on.
Can't you keep that baby quiet? Seems like he's been yelling all night long.
Yeah. Hush now. Oh, don't cry. Oh, now, it's going to be okay. It's going.
You boys get the horses fed?
Sure did, Pappy.
Just like when you was kids, huh? Real friendly-like.
Yeah, with a gun in my back.
Pappy, we might have got that bullet out last night, but that leg don't look too good. Maybe we ought to get a doctor out here.
Yeah, maybe you ought to get the whole posse out here and have a party.
Lofty.
Tagg, Oakley, you come down off those rocks this minute. What do you think you are, a monkey?
Don't worry about me, sis. I'm an expert climber.
Some expert. I thought I told you to stay in town.
Gosh, Annie, I was only trying to help. I was checking some of the ranches. And, well, gee, I thought I ought to come along and help out in case anything happens.
Tagg, what am I going to do with you?
Can I come along?
We'd better let him, Annie. If we don't, he's liable to break his neck climbing these rocks.
Well, let's get going.
The Dugan Ranch isn't very far from here. Maybe the Doyles stopped there for water.
Gosh, that'll give me a chance to see the Dugan's new baby.
Who is it, Frank?
Looks like the law, Pappy, with some girl and a kid.
Some girl? Why, that's Annie Oakley.
I'll water the horses and be with you in a minute, Annie.
fine. And take a look around, Lofty.
Get rid of him, Jess, and quick. I'll have the gun trained right on the baby in case you say the wrong thing.
Hello, Jess.
Hello, Annie. Tagg.
Can I see the new baby?
Oh, maybe later, Tagg. He's sleeping right now.
Why, he's crying. Wow, just...
Wait, Tagg, he's sleeping.
Holy Toledo!
Close your yap.
Come on in, sister.
I'm sorry, Annie. I tried.
You close your yap too, son.
Looks like we were right about you holding up someplace. I figured that wounded leg had stopped you.
Never mind my leg. You get rid of that tin star out there. You tell him Mrs. Dugan is ailing and you and the kid are staying with him. And make it good.
Lofty.
All set, Annie. Dugan seen anything?
No, they haven't. Mary isn't feeling very well. I think Tagg and I better stay here for a while.
Oh, is there anything I can do?
No, thanks, Lofty. We'll manage.
Well, I'll keep trying to pick up the Doyle's trail. I'll see you in town, Annie.
You did right good, gal. I don't know what we're hiding for with tin stars as dumb as that. Les probably got away, too.
He got as far as the coroner's office.
What's that?
He's dead.
Nothing wrong with his leg, he said. But there was plenty wrong with his head, though. He's just like my son Jess here. He ain't got no sense either.
Your son? Jess?
It's true, Annie. Jess left home a long time ago and changed his name.
Then that's why you didn't shoot when you had a chance to in town.
I wish I had now.
Oh, come now, boy. You know you couldn't shoot your old pappy, even if you are riled up about him stealing all that money.
From the looks of that leg, you won't be spending any of it.
My leg's gonna be fine. I got the bullet out last night.
You didn't get it out in time. You need a doctor, and you need him badly.
Well, I'm going to one I can trust. As soon as I get strength enough to ride.
Well, the longer you stay here, the less strength you'll have. I've seen what happens when they haven't been treated in time.
What are you trying to say?
If you don't get a doctor to take the poison out of that leg, you'll be dead inside of 24 hours.
Pappy, maybe she's right. Maybe you ought to...
Oughta nothing. She's bluffing. Don't listen to her. She's in the spot and trying to find a way out. Don't stand there gaping and wait for me to drop dead. Get out there and fix up a meal. Yeah, fix the kind man his last meal.
Well, what if she's right, Pappy?
She ain't right, I tell you. Get in there and keep an eye on her. Now, ain't this a pretty family picture? Everybody talking at once. Well, I got some news for you that'll perk you up. Me and Frank's leaving come sunup. I gotta get a good night's sleep for the ride tomorrow, so I reckon you might as well all turn in.
But, Pappy, I think...
When are you gonna quit trying to tell your pappy how to run things? Are you two women and the kid going to the next room? Jess and the baby stays here just like last night, to make sure nobody tries to leave.
What happens to us at sunup?
Now, you're just full of questions, ain't you?
There's only one thing you can do, Jess, to ensure his escape.
Keep a sharp eye, Frank. I'll spell you after a bit.
All right, Pappy.
They took care of that last night, Annie. Is there any other way out?
Gosh, Annie, what are they gonna do to us?
Mary? slid to the outside?
Yes, through the attic to a ventilator. But the ventilator's so small you'd never make it, Annie.
Well, maybe Tagg could.
Sure, Annie. I'll ride to town for Lofty.
He's bound to make some noise, and if he does, they'll hear him.
And if they do, they might hurt the baby.
The baby, that's it.
Jamie? What could he possibly do?
When does he awaken for his next feeding?
About 11:30, usually.
And does he cry before every meal? Tagg. Now, Tagg, don't forget what I told you.
All right,
Shut him up.
It's time for his feeding.
Then feed him.
Jess, I'll feed him.
Oh, it's all right, honey.
Jess, I said I'll feed him. You wouldn't know what to do.
Well, whatever it is, do it quick or I'll shut him up for you.
Just be a minute.
What was that?
Probably just a loose shutter.
Get the women and the kid out of that bedroom.
Why don't you let him sleep?
Oh, yeah? Then Frank will do it for you.
No, he won't.
Don't push me, babyface. I've been just dying to break your head.
Why, you... Where's that kid brother of yours?
Asleep. I didn't see any reason to wake him up.
Stop that brat screaming. Frank, get the horses.
Make a sound and you're dead, Frank. Get that rope, Tagg. By his feet.
Gosh, Lofty, you had him centered. Why didn't you shoot?
Had to be done quiet, Tagg. If he'd heard a shot, we'd be in bigger trouble.
Hurry Get up, Frank! Frank! Frank!
Stay here with him, Tagg.
Right now.
Dead, Annie.
Well, it wasn't my bullet that killed him, Lofty. It was his own stubbornness. Is Frank all right?
He's tied up in the barn.
Tagg, what happened to your ankle?
Well, I kind of sprained it when I fell last night. Lofty found me instead of me finding him.
And you two didn't show up at the office last night. I knew something was wrong. When I found Tagg, he told me you wanted to wait till dawn to make a move.
Well, I just felt it was too risky with both the Doyles inside. Your father's dead, Jess. The poisoning.
And Frank?
He's in the barn. I think he'll tell us where the irrigation money is. Save his neck from the rope.
Good night. Poor little fella. He was scared.
Annie Oakley hits the entertainment bullseye every week with her hard riding. Straight shooting. And suspense.
Climb out of there. Throw that express bag down.
I can't. I'm hit bad.
That's Annie Oakley. Now we'll see what the passengers have got to contribute.
Those dirty killers. Never thought Annie Oakley would turn bad. she's a niece of the sheriff of Diablo. Well, that don't make this bullet hurt any less. I reckon a lawman's kid could go bad just like the rest of them.
How'd you like that shooting? Let me see you hit one of those pigeons, Annie.
Well, Tagg, I'm surprised at you. You ought to know better than to ask me to do a thing like that.
You see, Billy? He wouldn't believe me when I said you wouldn't kill anything unless you were starving to death.
Well, what Tagg means is that you never shoot at birds or animals unless you're hungry and need food.
And you've never killed any people either, have you, Annie?
Well, that's the most important thing to learn about a gun, Tagg. You never shoot except in self-defense. And even then, you don't aim to kill.
Annie, I gotta see you right away.
What's the trouble, Lofty?
Come inside. Take a look at this.
Wanted, dead or alive, Annie Oakley. What kind of a joke is this?
Read it and see.
$1,000 reward will be paid for the capture, dead or alive, of Annie Oakley and male accomplice who held up the Smoky River stage. Robbing it of Wells' Fargo bag, looting the passengers, wounding the driver, and killing an unarmed passenger in cold blood. Notify Clem McDaniels, Sheriff, Smoky River. Well, Clem McDaniels is an old friend of my uncle's.
He's no friend of yours. Dead or alive, it says.
Where'd you get this, Lofty?
I was delivering those legal notices over to Cottonwood Junction. Those things are plastered in every tree in Smoky River County.
Annie's never been near Smoky River. How could she hold up any stage?
Well, they've evidently gotten me mixed up with somebody else, Tagg, but what puzzles me is why did Sheriff McDaniel send out these reward notices without first trying to get in touch with me?
You know?
I haven't seen him since I was knee-high to a pumpkin seed, but when I was a kid, he used to bounce me on his knee.
I'd like to bounce him off mine. I'll get over there and straighten him out.
Oh, no, Lofty, you can't leave Diablo. At least not until Uncle Luke gets back from the court at the county seat.
Well, there's nothing to stop me.
Slow down, Tagg. You can't make that long trip all by yourself. No, there's only one person that can clear this up, and that's me. Oh, Tagg, fill up the water canteen for me, will you, and bring my bedroll outside?
All right, Annie.
Annie, I don't think you'd better go. If these things spread all over, somebody's going to take a pot shot at you.
Ah, I've been pot shot at before.
Yeah, but $1,000 can improve their aim.
Don't worry about it, Lofty. I'll just have to count on seeing them first. Besides, I don't cotton to the idea of somebody parading around ruining my good name. I'm the only one that's got a right to do that.
Can I go with you, Annie? Won't take me but a minute to get ready. Can I please, Annie?
Thanks, Tagg. But Lofty needs you here to take care of things in Diablo.
Sure do.
Oh, Wizzy cats.
So long.
Hey, you heard what Annie said.
Hey, it's her, it's Annie Oakley.
We're taking you in, dead or alive.
But you've got the wrong girl. I'm Annie Oakley.
We know that. You're the one we want.
No, you don't. That's just somebody that's pretending to be me, and I've come here to prove it. Well, can't you hear me? I've come here from Diablo to prove I'm innocent.
You're a liar and a killer.
Take me to the sheriff of Smoky River, and he'll clear everything.
All right, we'll take it to him. Will you come out with your hands up?
Yes.
Throw down your rifle. Now your pistol. All right, come down now with your hands up.
Search her. She might have a knife on her. You can't tell about this gal. All right, that's enough.
If you'll just take me to Sheriff McDaniel, he'll straighten this whole thing out.
All right. We'll take it to him. Get her horse. Come on. We found him dead on the trail after he went hunting for you.
Not me, I tell you. He was a friend of mine, and he'd tell you so himself if he was alive.
Well, seeing as how he ain't, I guess we'll just have to draw our own conclusions. So, as acting sheriff, I'm placing you under arrest. All right, boys, lock her up.
Oh, no, wait a minute. You send word to Diablo to the deputy sheriff, Lofty Craig. He'll set you straight about me.
No, sirree. I may be a little green to the sheriff in business, but I ain't falling for an old trick like that. If I send word to Diablo, your outlaw friends might find out and try to spring you out of jail.
But they won't do it.
Get in there. What's the rope for?
That gun-crazy prisoner you got in
Now,
there.
wait a minute, man. Let's do this legal. Let's not have any lynching.
Because she's a woman, the judge might not hang her. We're here to see that justice is done.
Well, let's give her a fair trial, then.
What kind of a fair trial did she give the sheriff before she murdered him? And what about the stagecoach robbery? What chance did she give them?
We're not going to have a necktie party. Now, get out.
Nobody elected you, Sheriff. You've got no right to order us around.
I'm acting sheriff, and as long as I am, you'll do as I say. Give me that rope and get out of here.
Thanks, Sheriff. I'm glad to see somebody still has some respect for law and order around here.
Now, don't get the wrong idea. I'm just as anxious to see you hang as they are. The stagecoach driver you shot down is my best friend. And for your sake, I hope he doesn't die.
Annie come back?
That's what I was going to ask you. You're worried too, aren't you, Lofty?
Me? Now Annie can take care of herself.
Then what are you reading that paper upside down for?
Oh, you're right, Tagg. She should have been back a long time ago. When your Uncle Luke returns, I'm going to go look for her.
That may be too late. I'm going right now. It isn't so far.
Forget it, Tagg. That's too dangerous a trip for a young boy to take.
You don't have to treat me like I was a 2-year-old.
And stop acting like one. Go in and start your homework.
All right, Lofty. See what they're up to.
What's the big hurry?
Maybe you'd rather have them howling for your scalp instead of Annie Oakley.
They won't. She walked in just in time to stick her head in a noose.
Well, let's leave it there and travel.
Third murder victim dies. Jake Slocum, stage driver, died today of gunshot wounds inflicted by Annie Oakley during the robbery of the Smoky River stage.
I tell you, Johnson, female or not, she's still a murderer, and it's time we did something about it.
Well, I'm not stopping you any longer.
All right, men, we'll form our own vigilante committee and do our duty.
All right, get the key. Hurry up.
If you know any prayers, you better get them said quick.
You're a mighty brave bunch, aren't you? Only 5 men against an unarmed woman.
Not a woman, a murderer.
Well, you'll be worse than murderers. Lynching is a crime against all law.
We're here to see that justice is done.
Justice doesn't hide behind masks. Why don't you give me a fair trial so I can prove my innocence?
We have enough proof to suit us.
It won't be the first time a woman murderer has been hung.
Lofty!
Let her go. That's Annie Oakley.
Yes, and she's a cold-blooded killer.
She's no more a killer than I am. I'm Lofty Craig, Deputy Sheriff of Diablo.
That doesn't give you any authority in Smoky River.
Where's Sheriff McDaniels?
Dead. And she shot him.
Oh, they're lynch crazy, Lofty. They wouldn't even give me a chance to prove my innocence.
I let her go. We'll let the law handle this.
I don't want to hurt anybody, so keep your hands away from your guns and stand aside.
Watch out, Annie!
You claim to be innocent.
I am innocent, but I can't prove it dangling from the end of a rope.
Off to find you.
I haven't seen him. We better shake those vigilantes and look for him.
like they've been taken. Let's go back.
Over here, Lofty. tracks seem to be leading toward the canyon. The hoofprints end here.
How about that cabin over there, Annie?
Tagg, are you in there?
Annie!
Shut up.
Got company.
I'll keep him busy while you circle around.
Right.
Shut or I'll close it for good.
Same goes for you, mister. Drop those guns and get your hands up. All right, Annie.
Gosh, Annie, am I glad to see you. I thought they hung you by this time.
No thanks to them, I wasn't. I'm mighty flattered, Miss whatever your name is. I didn't know I was so famous.
All right, you two. Outside.
All right, drop that gun. This time, Annie Oakley, you won't get away.
Sorry to hear that, gentlemen. This ought to prove what I've been telling you. Here's a woman that's been acting as me in those holdups.
That's a lie. I'm Annie Oakley. She's just trying to throw you off.
That's the real Annie Oakley. As Deputy Sheriff of Diablo, I'm ready to swear that she was nowhere near Smoky River at the time of those killings.
Don't listen to him. He's her outlaw accomplice. This is the real Annie, and I can prove it.
She is not. I ought to know my own sister.
That's all right, Tagg. Annie Oakley has quite a reputation for being able to handle a gun. If she's who she claims she is, let her prove it to us by showing us just how good she can shoot.
All right. You go first.
Tagg, pick up a couple of pieces of shale and toss them up in the air.
All right. Now you're going to see some real sharp shooting. All ready, bub.
All right, then. Let's see you try this. The idea is to draw and fire before this coin can hit the ground. It looks simple, but it's really the hardest trick of all.
Sally, a hole plot through the middle.
That's just what you'll all get if you make a move. Now drop your gun.
Leave her to me.
Leave the rope on her. We ain't through with it just yet.
You don't mean you're gonna hang her?
Why not? This time there's no mistake.
No, there isn't. We're out of Smoky River territory now, and Lofty's authority holds good here. So turn her loose. We're holding these two for trial with the district judge, and if y'all don't hightail it out of here, we might hold you, too.
How'd you know this was outside of Smoky River territory, Annie?
I didn't. Well, by the time they find out I was wrong, we'll have these two safely tucked in jail.
Holy sassafras! You were only kidding.
Listen, the less you say, the better, young man. You still have to answer to me for running away from Diablo.
But Annie, I saved your life. Didn't I track down these desperados and trick them into catching me and holding me prisoner till you and Lottie got here?
Well, I hadn't thought of it like that, Tagg. Much obliged for saving my life.
No trouble at all, sis. Call on me any time.